Hi, ARK fans. Welcome to ArkInvest Daily, your daily dose of ARK information. In today's episode, we will be doing last week tonight. We'll be summarizing last week. In highlights today, we have a new entry in ARKK that was added last week. And we all know there was a new fund added, completely new fund, which everybody has been waiting for, which is Space Exploration Fund, ARKX. And it is already bigger than IZRL. Just 3 days of trading, it's already bigger than IZRL ETF fund that they have. And we will also be featuring Butterfly Network, which is backed by Bill Gates, and ARK has a big position also in it. So stay with me to find out which new company, what is Butterfly's network position, ARK's position in Butterfly Network, and also how big ARKX is already in 3 days. So I'll see you on the other side. Stay with me. Please like and subscribe.
Ready, set, let's go.
Welcome back, guys. In ARK summary section, we always keep an eye on high-level numbers like market value, which is now 49.1 billion. At the end of the week, in the beginning of the week, it was 43.8 billion, so it's an increase of 10%, around 10%. There were only 4 data points last week because it was a short week because of the Good Friday. And we know there was a new fund added, Space Exploration Fund, so the total number of companies increased from 262 to 273, which means 11 new companies. So in that ARKX fund, there are total 38 countries, out of which 11 are completely new. The rest of them were present in some other ETFs that ARK has. And there is a new entry in ARKK as well, which we will go over in a bit. In terms of the pie charts, the share of various funds, 8 funds that they have, ARKX is 0.9%, which is $0.5 billion value. It is already bigger than IZRL, which is 0.7% and 0.3 billion value. So that's great that they are adding position, aggressively adding position in past 3 days to ARKX, and we'll go over the numbers in a bit. In terms of position, companies that they're diversified in, 272. We always keep an eye on top 5, which hasn't changed last week. It is still same: Tesla, Teladoc, Square, Roku, and Zillow. But I've done another episode where where I'm featuring animated charts where these bar charts move up and down as the dates move forward. So try to have a look at that. There will be a link at the end of this video that can take you to that video, animated charts. Now, without wasting further time, let's go to biggest move section in past week. So there is this company called Base Inc., which is a fintech company from Japan, where they added a lot more shares, like 400% extra shares, 1.8 million shares added there. And this company has been there in their portfolio for a long time, but the trend has generally been downwards. But in last week, they added a lot more position there, looks like. So Base Inc. is that, and Butterfly Network, which is backed by Bill Gates as well. They added 1.4 million, almost 1.5 million shares extra for Butterfly Network. LGBW, even though there is a lot of competition for this company now, look at the stock price. It has gone down to 16.3%, and maybe they are buying the dip, and that's the reason it is showing more. So that's Butterfly Network. Bill.com Holdings is another one where they have increased 30,000 shares. As I hover over these, you can feel free to see other details that pop up. There are, so the bar chart on top that pops up shows where all this is present. So Trimble Inc., for example, is present in Print, ARKX, ARKQ, and ARKK. All 4 funds have position for Trimble Inc., and the trend has been upward. Stock price, number of shares they have, and overall value that they have. The rank of this company is 51, and the weightage of this company is 0.53 in all the funds combined. I'm not including ARKX in this biggest moves because otherwise it will be dominated by ARKX companies, because they were just added, and they are adding more and more positions to those companies. We'll showcase those in the new companies section. So other than ARKX, these are all the companies that have the biggest moves. Trimble, I want to focus a little bit on because this is the new entry in ARKK, guys. This is the company that is completely new for ARKK, and we will just show it in the next section as well. Trade Desk, which is advertising company, programmatic advertising buys. They buy advertising spots programmatically, which also has gone up in terms of position. They have added 26,000 shares there. Stock price on up as well. And on the negative side, they have Ferasia Inc., which is they reduced 33% of the shares. It's present in genomics. Intuitive Surgical, again present in robotics and autonomous. They reduced shares there as well, 17,000. And PayPal Holdings, this comes up very often. PayPal Holding is present in three ETFs, and the stock price has gone up, and they have probably taken profit and invested in more growth companies. Agora Inc., again, they have reduced their position there. So that's biggest move by percentage shares. We also look at biggest moves by dollars, because just because percentage of shares may not capture all the companies, some companies, a little bit of percentage change in shares means a lot of money moved. So hope to capture those things here, those companies here. So the filter that we have today, or threshold we have today, is 75 million. And as you can see, last week, almost all of their companies were on the positive side. All the top companies rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So all the top 10 companies are on the positive side. So they gained in value, taking the overall fund above 10% increase. And any particular company that you want me to focus on, I can do that. But let's see which one is negative. PayPal is the only one which is negative. So as you can see, this was featured in the above chart as well, but I'm hovering over it. You can feel free to pause and take a look. So Iovance Biotherapeutics is another one. I'll hover over these. Feel free to pause and take a look at more data. Zoom Video Communications, Unity Software. This pops up very often. Pacifica Biosciences, Spotify, Intelia, Baidu, 10x Genomics, C Limited ADR, Invitae, Tivilio, Exact Science, Zillow Group, Shopify, Roku, Teladoc, Square, and Tesla. So those were the biggest moves by market value, guys. Sorry, I moved very fast over those, because you can always pause and take a look at the trends and where all they're present. You feel free to do that. Now, those were the biggest move. Let's also go to new companies quickly. Now, new company in our new entry in ARKK fund is Trimble Inc. They added 500,000 shares there. This is rounded up value, obviously, 37 million at a price of $80.74. Now this is ARKK, but if I select ARKX also, there will be all these new companies that were added in that. So ARKX, they have added their own 3D printing ETF into ARKX. So that's also a big news, actually, that was trending on Twitter a little bit. Added their own ETF to another ETF. That's pretty interesting. So, but let's well, yeah, these are a lot of new companies that are added, including Netflix, which will be benefited if we have more and more satellites. Netflix can be watched by more and more people. Nvidia Corp, which is a chip company, Raven Industries. All these companies are either going to be Garmin, which is all about navigation, will be helped by satellites. So yeah, a lot of these companies will be beneficiaries of space exploration. So that's how they are explaining why they have added so many companies in there. Let's try to sort it quickly by market value. Seems like, oh, okay, I know why it's not working, but I'll make it work. Maybe in the next video we'll feature only ARKX, and I'll show you only ARKX companies. But going back quickly just to see ARKX, what is their biggest in ARKX? Biggest holding is Trimble Inc., which they added to ARKX to ARKK today. So Trimble X is the biggest holding they have. It's present in multiple funds, 4 funds: Print, X, Q, and K. 3D printing ETF is the second biggest. Their own ETF they've added to this ETF. Kartos Defense, L3Harris, JD. So those are the top 5. Komatsu 6, Lockheed Martin, Iridium, Boeing, Nvidia, Spirit, Dairy. This is the one that created a lot of controversy on YouTube, on Twitter, that, oh, why do they have this one? This is an agricultural company. Well, agricultural company can also benefit from space exploration if there are more satellites, which can help navigate, help with the navigation on various agricultural devices, the devices that are used in agriculture. So yeah, a lot of those in there. Feel free to let me know what you think of the video and any particular thing that you want me to deep dive into. That's all for today, folks. Please like and subscribe, and that was your daily dose. Please feel free to watch other episodes, especially the one that has animated charts. It must be popping up here right now in this area somewhere, and I'll see you tomorrow.